Thank you very much. I want to thank you all for coming out, and I saw a bunch of people leaving because they were going back to do more of the recount. And first of all, I have to tell you what a pleasure it's been spending the last couple days touring Vermont with these folks. And, understand that we know each other really well already because we've done, 60 forums. And in fact, we could give each other speeches, and sometimes we do a little bit. One of the things that was such a pleasure about this trip is it was a reminder that we all share the same goals. Each of us ran good, tough campaigns for governor. But at the end of the day, we recognize, and I know you recognize, that what is important is, at the end of the day, being able to beat Brian Doobie so we can change the direction of the state of Vermont, get Vermonters working again, and make sure we keep Vermont the best place to live, work, and raise a family. It's not going to happen with continued Republican leadership. We need to have a Democrat in the governor's office. And so it's important that we start today to get behind Peter Shumlin, and if it's all turned on its head, then Doug Racine. So let's give a round of applause to these folks, because this is tough work, the waiting. Any of you have babies out there? It's like this really long labor, and we're just waiting for the outcome. So there's 2 points that I want to make. How many of you have actually taken a look at Brian Doobie's economic plan for the state?
What plan?
Exactly. It's going back to George Bush and Ronald Reagan's trickle-down economics. He wants to give tax breaks to the wealthy. He wants to raise property taxes, and at the same time, I'm not kidding, send taxpayer dollars to religious schools, right? And, what is he thinking? It didn't work for Ronald Reagan, didn't work for George Bush. It's not going to work for the state of Vermont. That's not how we jumpstart job growth here in the state of Vermont. It's not a real plan. His numbers don't add up. And in fact, the phrase we coined is Doobie equals deficits. If you look at the plan, it's tax cuts. At the same time, he's adding more programs. Well, how's that going to work, right? How's that ever work? That's a problem. The other piece that concerns me as a mom of 3 kids, 2 who are still in high school here in Montpelier, is I know how important it is to maintain support for our public schools. We're at a critical moment, and we have to do it for the children, for one thing, to make sure that we're giving every young person an equal opportunity to succeed. But we also need to do it for our workforce. That's how we're going to have a good workforce for the 21st century jobs that we have to be prepared for here. And if you take a look at Brian Doobie's plans, you see more of the same, more of vilifying those school boards and vilifying the teachers. I know how hard our teachers work. That's not how we're going to bend the cost curve on education, is just get rid of teachers. And isn't it outrageous that they're talking about sending back federal money, or using federal money that's designed to save teachers' jobs for school construction? I mean, that's outrageous. The most important piece of our education system are the people who are spending their days educating our kids. So I raise these things just as a reminder of what's at stake here. This is serious, and at VSCA, you know more than ever, more than anybody in this state, how important it is to have a Democrat in this state house. So I want to end by just encouraging you all to get involved. This is just the beginning of what's going to be a very, very hard fight. And I want to compliment my co-candidates, because, this isn't easy. We've got busy lives, but we've all found that it's important to take time out right now to show the state of Vermont that we're serious, to show Democrats that we're serious and that we need you, and to show Brian Doobie, who's here behind this camera, that we're serious. And we're going to beat Brian Doobie in November and take back the State House for the future of Vermont. Thank you.
Yeah.